Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're your shortcut to getting really informed on stuff that matters without you having to read everything yourself. Today, we're diving into just one piece of advice. Seems simple, right? But it's huge if you're thinking about buying a home. Our mission is basically to unpack this key idea straight from our source, pre-qualify for your dream home.
Yeah, and what's interesting is, it sounds so simple, like obvious even, but really it's a powerful strategy. It can save you a lot of heartache, and money troubles. It just helps make one of life's biggest choices a bit smoother. It's about giving you that foresight.
Absolutely. And the core message, the real nugget from the source, it's super direct. It just says, don't fall in love with a home till you're pre-qualify. That's pretty blunt, isn't it? It's not like, oh, maybe consider. It's a command. What's the first thing that jumps out at you, like that aha moment when you hear that?
Well, the aha is that it goes right against our instincts, doesn't it? We see a house, we imagine our life there, we get emotional. It's natural.
Hmm.
But holding back on that emotional connection before you actually know what you can afford, that's the crucial bit. Think about it. You spend weekends looking at houses, you find the one, and then turns out it's way out of your budget. The disappointment is huge. Pre-qualification just, well, it grounds you. It brings your dream down to earth, financially speaking. It's like step zero. Okay,
Yeah.
before we get all excited, let's see what the actual numbers look like.
Right, step zero. I like that. So, okay, for anyone listening who's maybe new to all this, when we say pre-qualify or prequel, what are we actually talking about? How does that work?
Good question. So pre-qualification, it's basically a quick check-in with the lender. It's preliminary. They'll ask about your income, look at your debts, maybe glance at your credit, just enough to give you a rough estimate, an idea of how much they might lend you. It's important to know it's not the final loan approval, okay, but it's that vital first look. It tells you, okay, this is roughly the price range you should be looking in. And sometimes it flags things early, like maybe your debt-to-income ratio is a bit high, or there's something weird on your credit report. You find out before you're deep in the search.
That makes total sense. Just knowing the ballpark figure changes everything. And the source material adds another layer here. It says, research benefits of a prequel. So it's not just do this thing, it's understand why you're doing it. It's about being proactive, empowered. Beyond just getting that budget number, what are some of these benefits people should look into? What makes it so powerful?
Okay, yeah, this is where it gets really interesting for, our listeners who want to be properly informed. Our source keeps it brief, but that instruction, research benefits, that points to some real strategic pluses. One of the absolute biggest, it gives you a competitive edge. Seriously, imagine a seller gets like 5 offers. If yours comes with a pre-qualification letter and others don't, yours looks way stronger. Tells the seller, hey, this person is serious, they've done their homes, they can likely get the loan. Your offer just carries more weight.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's not just about your finances. It's about how you look to the person selling the house. That's a huge advantage. What else?
Exactly. Another really important one is getting clarity on the total cost. Pre-qualification gets the ball rolling on that thinking. It's not just the mortgage payment, right? You've got closing costs, property taxes, homeowners insurance, maybe HOA fees. You might qualify for a $400,000 loan, say, but when you add all that other stuff in, maybe your comfortable budget is really closer to $350,000. Figuring that out early stops those nasty surprises down the line. It also helps you spot and maybe fix financial issues early on.
How so?
Well, if the prequel shows your credit score is maybe a bit iffy, or like I said, your debt load is high, you find this out before you're desperate to buy a specific house and facing a deadline, you actually have some breathing room to, maybe pay down some debt or check for errors on your credit report. You can take action.
That's critical, isn't it? So you're saying it's not just avoiding the heartbreak of falling for the wrong house. It's also about getting a leg up on other buyers and cleaning up your own financial picture proactively. This takes that simple advice to a whole new level.
Absolutely. It's like you wouldn't start building a house without checking the foundation, right? Pre-qualification is that financial foundation check. Without it, you're kind of building on shaky ground. And think about speed. If you're pre-qualified and the perfect house pops up, you can move fast, put in a solid offer quickly. In a market where homes sell in days, that speed is essential. So yeah, researching the benefits, it shows you it's about more than just a number. It's about confidence, it's leverage, it's peace of mind, really.
Okay, let's pull this together then. What does this really mean for you listening right now? It means getting pre-qualified, knowing that financial reality up front. It's not just some annoying paperwork step, it's your safety net. It stops the potential heartbreak. But more than that, it's a power move. It gives you real confidence. Then, when you do find a house you love, you can actually let yourself fall for it because you know you're in a strong position to make a real offer. So, wrapping up our deep dive today, the big takeaway is get pre-qualified before you start window shopping for houses you might fall in love with. And just as importantly, understand the why. Dig into those benefits, the competitive edge, the cost clarity, the problem solving. It really boils down to putting that practical knowledge, that foresight ahead of the emotion, especially for such a massive decision.
And that brings up, a broader thought to leave you with. Think about other big life choices, career moves,
Right.
maybe buying a car, even, I don't know, planning a wedding. How might that same principle, holding back on the emotional commitment until you've got the practical knowledge sorted, how might that give you more clarity and power in those situations too? Where else could knowledge before emotion really help you make smarter, less reactive decisions? Something to think about.